No, they starting to break out to the puberty.
Really?
Yeah. They clean their face, but I gotta find something like a vitamin or something like a probiotic to help balance their stuff. This is
Dog,
and my
Lanie
nephew hate him.
is really my best friend for real. He said, this how my cousin acts. She's stupid.
All right, we gonna see how it go.
I know.
Sick as hell.
We live. Listen, my nephew hate him.
I love
He's like,
him.
I hate you be trying to irritate black women.
No, I love him so bad.
Ooh, it's we live, baby. It's we live. It's we live, baby. It's we live.
It's me, can't see.
I really don't know if we live. Oh, we are live. We live. We live. We live.
We are live.
Okay, we hear y'all. Let us know if y'all can hear us once y'all start logging in. Also, because I got a little microphone right here. And you know, I'm trying to look all professional. But yes, welcome back to date night with the Vasquezes. What?
This is
Alright.
Lou. This is Ray. No,
Y'all, we are break. We just need a nice mental break. Y'all know we've been having a lot going on, from school to the kids to the businesses to just overall working our butts off literally. So we had to be smart and take a mental break. But we back this week. I'm Rachel B, the owner of Rachel B's Cosmetics, the owner of Rachel B Skin and Beauty, licensed esthetician, licensed instructor. This is date night. What date night is this?
I think it's 6.
Date night 6.
Six.
We in the
Big
building.
6, yeah. Big 6.
We in the building.
it's 7, because that's my favorite number.
It might have been that too. It might be something. I gotta. I don't know. It don't look like. Look how it look.
What?
You gotta see it. But it's like.
It's
I don't know how I sound though.
The test of the time?
I turned it up. I turned it up. I want to make sure people can hear it.
And then here she go with her phone. Tell me if you can.
All right, so check. I think I'm gonna swap computers real quick.
Why? Because this one running slow.
Yeah, I think it's.
What is the computer battery on though?
Like, it's charging, but it's still.
This time last year we was having a bad day.
That's cute.
We paid it. So listen, Lewis is about to try to swap. Come back on because we gotta introduce y'all to our guest, who is just really doesn't need an introduction, but she's gonna get an introduction today because she's so lit. So he's gonna try because we don't want it to lag on y'all. I don't know if it's lagging on y'all end or just lagging on our end.
All right. But I think I should be able to log in.
Yeah, it just says somebody logged in. Yeah.
Studio.
It's moving slow. We about to switch computers out, y'all. We ain't letting no technical difficulties slow us down. I sound like I'm lagging. Internet. Why?
Oh, I thought she was gonna start dancing. I'm like, oh, she's gonna start doing.
No, like, what
we're
is
trying to get our life
here?
together real quick. I think it's probably because it's plugged up into the wall. If you unplug it, it's gonna go dead.
I think so, but I think it's just because it's super. It's
The
super
battery
good.
low.
Yeah, it did that last time.
This computer needs to be charged before today.
I agree. Whoever was in charge of that should have been on it.
Yes, show us to the way.
Oh, I thought you said right there.
No.
Like, okay.
No, I'm listening to the person who was supposed to charge the computer that didn't charge it.
He had a lot going on, so give him some grace today.
Man, thank
I'm
you.
gonna give
Thank
you
you.
some grace today.
Oh, you're gonna be charged. I'm confused on where we at with this. We're not about to listen to you, Megan. Bye.
Who is Megan?
The stallion.
Oh, goodbye.
I love it, but I don't want to hear it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to that
I'll
concert.
be like,
We're gonna talk about the concert. We're gonna talk about what we've been up to, and then we getting right into this interview because baby, I got some questions.
Got 9 people on there. Can you see if there's any comments? People.
Hold on. It said we got what?
It say now I say 11 people.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
You about to swap out the computers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 15 people on here right now. It don't look like it's lagging no more. I might be tripping though. Y'all, let us know if it's lagging, please. I see y'all in there, but ain't nobody saying nothing, so I kind of need to know.
Oh, hey, girl.
Yes, that's your picture, girl. We out here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, you look beautiful.
If you know me, listen, homeless to fabulous.
Homeless to fabulous. Listen, I feel like that's most entrepreneurs. I commend any entrepreneur that gets dressed every day, beat their face down every day. Like, I just don't have it in me, baby. Like, I'm a jogging pants and t-shirt, hoodie type of girl. Unless we going out, baby, you gonna get the work me. I like being the work me. I be comfortable. I wear scrubs. It just works for me. Okay. We gotta hear
What's
from
the
Spot
email?
before we lose our
Day
audience.
night. What's the thing, baby?
You said day night.
I'm saying, what is the email?
Oh. I don't know about it. It is vasquez.datenight@gmail.com.
Vasquez's or Vasquez?
Vasquez's.
.date night at Gmail.
Yes. We switching our computers. We still live right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We trying to switch our computers. We apologize about the technical difficulties. Tech. Confirm, recover. Yes, this is me. Come on now. Who you emailing writing that fast? Have you ever been to 212?
I have.
Do you like
got
it?
Kidnapped.
What? What you mean?
It was treacherous. Girl, we can tell you
Y'all
how.
almost got kidnapped?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
by the police. They put us over on the highway. Guns and all.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad. It was really bad.
How y'all get out of it?
Prayer by the grace of God. It was a woman police officer there. We was begging like, why are y'all stopping us? Out of everybody, we a car full of females. What do you want? They want to see a Rolex. They swear we had drugs on us. It was crazy. When I tell you, it was crazy.
That's the only
They was trying to search the vehicle.
Who was driving y'all?
Tia. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
We was so afraid. When they finally let us go, they had a thing. If you get pulled over, they can report it to all of the other cops that's in the area. And another officer stopped us on our way, like 10 minutes out. We was staying in the jungle, so deep in, like you couldn't even get cellular service. We had butcher knives, all kinds of stuff, just in case somebody was following us. We packed all our stuff. We paid $1,000 just to go stay somewhere for the night for our plane to leave, literally in Cancun, and drove 2 hours in the storm to get out. It's something stupid. So when you are in Cancun, you can only drive to Tulum. Because we all flew in from different places, and two of us was leaving at the same time, and the other two, we decided we was gonna rent cars, girl. We was out up in damn Tulum thinking we doing something out during past 9 o'clock. You're not supposed to be out past 9 o'clock there. Yeah, it was crazy.
I was like, we got something, yeah.
That's
scary. Ooh, one of the countries is scary.
It is, but it's funny.
It is. That's
Go
a
to
bad part.
Cabo.
All right.
We good?
Yeah,
Let's see.
good. That camera way better than my hand.
Okay. So wait.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if it pop up on my timeline. Because I'm not seeing it right now.
Might say you going
Okay, so welcome to date night. We think it's number 6.
It's 7.
And she said it's 7 because 7 her favorite number. But I already introduced myself. I'm Rachel V, the owner of Rachel V Skin and Beauty, owner of Rachel V's Cosmetics, licensed esthetician, licensed instructor in the building, ready to get started.
It's Louis V, Uncle Lou, owner of Vasquez Printing, and 8044 Events.
Brownstone Lou.
Yeah, Brownstone Lou, Uncle Lou, man, whatever you call him. Yeah, I wear a bunch of different hats.
So we are so happy to be here. We know we took a week off from y'all. You know, we had to get our mental health in order. Yeah. We needed a little break, okay? We've been doing a lot.
We can never make our post.
I made a little post. Yeah, I made a little post. I needed a mental health break. We've been doing school. We've been doing the kids. We've been doing business. We've been doing work. It's a lot to deal with. So we needed to take that little mental break. But as we told y'all at the beginning of the year, consistency is one of our main words this year. But let's talk about our weekend before we introduce our guest. I want to introduce the guest first.
Yeah, no, I'm good with the
Okay. So crazy. So I'm super excited, y'all, because this is my good sis. I love her so much, but she really don't need an introduction because she's just the bomb. Yeah, riding Billy's on time. Yes, but this woman is a woman who wears many hats. Definitely an inspiration to entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs who out here trying to get it and do multiple things, and get to the bag. One thing I know about her, when I met her, I just knew she always was working. She was always doing something. I ain't know, and when I first met her, I didn't know exactly what she did, but I'm like, she doing something. Because I'm seeing her, sign 5 houses at once. And I'm like, what do this girl do? Like, she's just out here getting it. I'm screenshotting her post, showing it to Lewis. Don't even barely know the girl yet. Like, she just bought 5 houses at once. Like, how do we get like this? Then I got to know her, and she just became one of my good spiritual sisters. And I just love her so much. So I'm going to let her tell you who she is.
Hey y'all, it's Lanie R. Holmes, owner of LS Global Enterprise, H Investments, Homes in Transit. Depending on what lane you know me from, you can know me from the healthcare industry, but I am best known for real estate, being a real estate investor. And now Holmes University, my baby. I'm in the business of helping Black and Brown communities build wealth and doing that through real estate and empowering women. So thank you guys for having me.
No, thank
today.
you for coming. So this is the person who blessed us with our blue kitchen.
Yeah.
She brought our vision to life. We told her what we wanted, told her what we was looking for, and her team got it done. She did not play.
Listen, needed her on the job because I've been trying to get Rachel to redo that kitchen since I met Rachel. Her and her daddy. I'm dead serious the whole time. I think I came in our first date. I'm like, yeah, we should probably change this.
Not the first
It wasn't
day.
even our house my first day. It was my parents' house.
Like 16 years later, finally, we was able to.
The point is, she brought my vision to life. Like all the way, executed it to the fullest, from the countertops to everything. Nice. And she made it happen. But she also brought my spa vision to life. Correct. For people who always ask, oh, your spa is so pretty, who did this?
Blank canvas and turned it into.
Yes, all we did was have a couple of meetings about it, and my spa was done within a month. My whole spa. We came into an empty space. We built all the walls. We did the floor. We did everything. None of that stuff was in there.
No. And I think they started while we was in Jamaica. So came back.
Yes, we was able to go on vacation and still came back to our stuff being on time and on point. Yeah. So
not only that, she also responsible for the bar behind us. Because when she came
here,
this is also a blank canvas. It was just my garage. And
she responsible for so many projects.
She said, you got to do something with the front of here.
She's going to be responsible for my farm. She's going to be responsible for my next house. She's going to be responsible for when I buy my building, because I will not be staying at that spa forever. I will be buying my own commercial building. And that's just that. But she's going to be responsible for that too.
Well, y'all, the kids, they easy to work with. That's the thing. I don't work with everybody, but, when you got easy clients like Rachel and Lou to work with, then it makes my job far easier.
It's all about just knowing what you want and being willing to sit down. And if she's the expert, and I feel like in every field, you got to know when you go into somebody, they're the expert. So if she tell me like, Rachel, that ain't going to work. I ain't about to be going back and forth. Okay, this ain't gonna work, but what can work? What can we do to make it work? So shout out to her. Yeah. But of course, we always get into our weekend. And
because we talked about like even you posting. Because the crazy part is like, I don't know how long have we known Lanie? How long have we been?
Wow,
man.
Because I've known her brother like 20 years. I was with Marvell probably every single day.
I went to high school with Marvell.
I did not know that was your brother for a long time.
It's so crazy. I get their response from everybody. They be like, wait, hold on. I know you, and I know you from over here, but I know your brother's from over here.
Yeah. But when I see y'all together, it makes sense. But when I knew all of y'all separately, it didn't make sense. But when I see y'all together, I'm like,
now it makes sense.
Like they do look related.
Mm-hmm. And we all act like too.
I went to Marvell. I went to school with Marvell my freshman year.
I don't know, but Lanie got that in there too.
Mm-hmm. Y'all will look.
Hey, everybody got a little bit in them. They should. I mean, listen, Eric. That's why people have to remind people like, listen, don't get this entrepreneur life twisted. I'm being customer service based because I need to. Exactly. But don't get it twisted to thinking that, baby,
this ain't that, huh?
Baby, because this ain't never that, and I ain't the 1 or the 2 or the 3. So yes, so take this version of me because you don't want the old version of me. I have to tell people that sometimes, like you really want to love on this version of me because this version is just it's gentle. I'm bubbly. I'm hard. I love.
Lou, what you got to say about this?
No, she was almost the old Rachel this weekend.
So y'all, we went to the concert. Concert was nice. First of all, Trey Songz should have been the closer. Let's just start with that. I know a lot of people beefing with him right now, and I get it, but we're gonna call a spade, the truth. He should have been the closer. Okay. I didn't get to see K Michelle because they actually started on time, and I'm not used to concerts starting on time. But I heard she was good. She has a beautiful voice, so I don't expect anything less. Jaheim was a vibe. Me and Louis, we always be singing his songs, so we knew mostly all the songs. Now Keisha. I love Keisha Cole. She's been called, I love her. When you light skinned, you always get the nickname Keisha Cole. It don't matter what you really look like. People swear we all look like Keisha Cole. But she fine as hell. Let me just say that. Baby is fine.
She fine, for sure.
Love the first look she wore. Hated the second one because it gave Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Mm-hmm. But, I get it. You're entertaining. You got to put on that fluff. I hated the second outfit. But she was beautiful the whole time. But let's talk about the stage presence. It gave me a headache because I feel like she's been in the industry for so long that I feel like she could have worked on her stage presence by now. And maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like you're supposed to perfect your craft. And she even seemed like she got an attitude when she performed. And I don't know if that's like a part of her overall look.
But when is the last time she ever performed besides?
And that's why you should be. But that's why you should be on stage happy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody really want to see her because everybody know her stage presence.
And but you would think that because you've been getting criticized for it for so long, you would try changing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's been in the game for a very long time. You got to think we was listening to Keisha Cole, in high school?
Yeah. She needs to just be a feature at this point to come out.
She definitely is. She is definitely not a closer of a concert. So whoever decided on what rotation they was gonna go in, I
think it's her concert.
I know Trey is in court.
Oh, really?
I know Trey is in court right now, but Trey needs to be the closer.
And maybe it was because he's in court.
Because baby,
he wouldn't face up.
He cut up.
We
didn't even know about it.
He had a vibe, and his band was vibing. His band was on it. He was just a vibe, but he made sure. You know how some people when they perform, they know how to make sure all their songs flow.
Yeah.
Like when he's saying something in between the songs, it flow right into the next song.
Yeah.
So it was he just had a really good stage presence. But sitting next to this girl and her two friends or whatever, and she had one of them cup water cans, the margaritas. Yeah. Now, first of all, me and Nadi tried cut water one time at a concert, and I realized that ain't no joke. Okay,
no, it's not.
Because me and Nadi drank the first one, was like, oh, it's strong, and then our slow buzz went and got two and three more. We was messed up. Okay, Louis had to drive us home that night. Okay, and he wasn't even with us. We was having a night out by ourselves. He was like, yeah, y'all not driving home. We was like, we can drive home. Yeah, no, we couldn't. So I don't know how many this girl was at, but she dropped her whole can of cut water on my outfit, like down my left side.
Was she standing above you?
No, I'm standing right next to her. So
she was standing up and I was sitting down. But the whole can.
Yeah, she got.
And then apologized with a smirk on her face. Didn't even try to go get no napkins, and just I'm sorry. It just it felt like.
She was drunk,
baby. Because I have been praying about patience, but I wasn't praying about that type of patience.
Yeah.
But God saw fit to test me at that concert.
Not you gonna decide what patience look like. I'm done.
Because listen, it didn't hit me that it probably was God testing me until my cousin said it. Because I have been praying for patience, but when I tell you, I had to look Louis straight in the eye because I'm like. I'm finna hit her. Like I'm about to hit her.
The way she pushed through the crowd, pushed through them to go get her napkins and go to the bathroom. So
I almost pushed her out her chair because I had to let her know, like, baby, I'm sparing you.
Yeah.
So I need you to get up and go to church tomorrow because God is blessing you right now.
But Rachel, why it seemed like you back in that spot again?
Because I just can't believe that I didn't.
You ready?
Because I'm really proud of myself. I'm proud of, but Do you know if I wouldn't have had on leather pants? Because I'm a leather pants wearer. Okay, I love some good leather pants. But if I wouldn't have had on leather pants, do you know I would have been soaking wet?
Yeah.
With leather, of course, I was able to wipe it off.
Exactly.
But I still was a sticky mess. I just felt like, and then it got on my. I had some Doc Martens. They're the horsehair, white and black. I don't know how to clean them boots.
Yeah.
But I need to clean them now. But you know what?
Let's show y'all first. Yep.
But I survived, y'all. The point, but it was a good date night. We had a good time. We had a vibe. Me and Luz was singing. You know, we was rubbing and bumping and dancing. We had a good time. But that was just the one thing that happened that night. A lot of stuff happened. I split my outfit down the middle. I had to switch out it was just a lot going on, you know.
You still made it a good night though.
I know that.
I had a good night. But other than that, what else been going on?
Nothing. I mean, what we do last week, we chilled, but then we chilled with the kids too. So we ended up doing a movie night and hanging out instead of doing date night last week. What we watch?
I forgot. Something that the kids probably picked.
Yeah. I know they in the house watching. Everybody in the house except for me. I tried to.
We've been watching the game, and why the kids got me on the edge of the seat like I never seen the game. I'm literally watching reruns on the edge, and my daughter's like, "What happened? What happened? Did he break up with her? They back together?" And me acting like I ain't watched it before. Girl, you gotta come here to see
the game, the series.
Yeah.
Oh my, I'm done with you officially. Like what?
Right. Like this 06, 07.
Like this so old. Like I'm like the basketball game.
No, the show, girl. And my kids got me watching this. It's always Nehemiah. He always sucking me into something.
No, Rachel.
Listen.
Find something else to watch at this point. Like you so far out of the loop. Goodbye. Nobody got time for you at this point. No.
Listen, so we're gonna jump into our questions because I got some good questions today. Yeah, so first of all, you already told everybody what most people know you for is, realtor. I always say it wrong.
Real estate investor.
Yeah, real estate investor.
Yeah.
So is there a difference between a real estate investor and someone who just buys home? Like you invest, but you flip it.
So that's essentially the same thing. So you got some people that just flip. You have some people that flip, but also hold on to their properties like I do. That really makes you more of an investor because you're actually keeping, buying, and holding. And then you got other people that they just need some lump sum of money. They just want to flip their properties for a bigger profit and move on and just keep doing that. But to be honest, I mean, if you want to be seasoned and you want to do this business the right way, then you need to be able to understand why you should do both of them.
Okay. So when you're looking at properties to flip or looking at properties to keep, what are you looking at for a flip?
Well, how did you get into this? How did you get into to realty and property management, purchasing, investing?
Well, by the grace of God, I've been doing this my whole life. So thank you, Lord. So that's why it's so important to me because I really started this. I was born into real estate, so it wasn't an accident. My grandfather, real estate mogul, one of probably the richest people here in the city. He started out with buying properties when he was 20, opened up his brokerage company, and then he paved the way for everybody else in our family. Like, this is what we're doing. And now it was my aunts, my uncle, and by the time I was 8, I was already my grandfather's secretary, answering the phone, collecting rent. And then by the time I was 19, I got pregnant. I actually went to school in Chicago for fashion, marketing, and management. But then when I got pregnant, my daddy said, "No, you bring your ass back home. Like, I'm not paying for you no more to go to school out there. You got pregnant, come home." I just knew that I wanted to be a buyer and I wanted to travel, move to New York and just move around to different places because I always liked traveling. But once my dad made me come back, I came back and I took over my grandfather's real estate company and started managing for him. And we had a portfolio of over 400 properties throughout the inner city. And I did that for up until now, until I was like 25, 27. And I started venturing out into other things and getting into the healthcare aspect and other businesses.
Okay, that's what's up. So because you were born into it, did you fall in love with it right away, or did it take you some time to fall in love with it?
No, it took me time, and it's crazy because I was exposed to it so young, but a lot of it is that when you're so young you really don't understand why you're doing exactly what you're doing. And my parents, they had us out there in the field. My grandfather, I worked every single weekend.
It felt more like an obligation, like it's a chore, like
exactly.
I gotta do this.
Yeah, so even with my kids now, I don't force my kids to do these things because I felt like I was forced at that time. But it was just ironic, when I came back I fell in love with it, and out of all of us, it was just something that I really leaned for. And a part of it was the creativity that I have with real estate and the flexibility that made me just fall in love with it.
Okay, that's what's up. I love to hear that. So I know from watching you and seeing you, you always have a project going, always have a project. So the question I was going to ask previously is, when you're looking at spaces or houses or commercial buildings, how do you know, just from like going in looking at it, before you make that offer, or do you already have in your mind like this one gonna be a flip and this one gonna be a keep?
Naturally, the more you do it and the more seasoned that you become doing it, and you understand the market and the location of a property. Like, for instance, there's something on 20th and Locust. I already know, like, oh, okay, in my head, okay, this is going to be a rental. But if you're talking about 60th and above, I'm like, oh, okay, I know these properties are selling for this over here. These are 9 times out of 10. I can flip and make more money this way versus holding on to a property. So the more you do it, you become more seasoned to it, and you understand the dynamic of the location and how it affects what you would and would not do.
Okay. That's what's up though, because I feel like a lot, especially now in our city, you're starting to see more people wanting to invest, more people wanting to own, and they're starting to realize like it's necessary, because rent costs more than people mortgages nowadays. So I see more people more interested in learning the process, learning more about it. And so that's where Holmes University comes in place, because people actually get to take a class with you. And I know Lewis took the class.
Yeah, and I think the biggest part about all of this is that people right now, they're excited. They want to buy a home because, oh, okay, I'm sick of paying somebody $2,000 in rent. But we're talking about economics, and we're talking about control. We're talking about power. We're talking about how do we get back control of our communities, and how do we put ourselves in a position where we are able to perpetuate and sustain wealth. And we can't do that without having ownership. And that's what people need to be looking at more so than, oh, I'm just buying my first house just to say that I own a house.
Right.
It needs to be more intentional about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because if you really understand how real estate works and how you can leverage it, nothing pays you like this business can pay you. And this is the only business that you can really take and pass down to your children, your children's children, and every generation to come. You can't do that with anything else. And that's why every other race is so much more powerful than the Black community.
Because they own land, they own.
Yeah.
And they passing that stuff down to their kids.
Exactly.
And I agree, like you said, I took the class, I graduated from the class. All right, my hands all over the place. So it's something that we want to get into more. So she really been on me, like, now we gonna take this stuff that you learned in the class, which to me was like super educational. I was super geeked to be there. I know Lanie like us, so he be like, y'all ain't got no time to do nothing. Why y'all ain't tired? Like, yeah, we always tired. But I wanted to go to that class. We wanted to put Nemo in that class. So I think Nemo's still gonna end up doing one of them, because he just signed up for classes at MATC for real estate.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So starting next year, he'll be doing college courses.
Okay.
While he's still in high school, he'll be doing those college courses. I think we picked up 3 classes.
Yeah.
So the introduction to real estate. And then 2 more classes, but they all up under the same belt. So by the time he graduates from high school, if he does what he needs to do and he does it right, he will have his certification, where all he got to do is like take the test and do all that kind of stuff. So,
and if y'all want to go a little bit further, y'all should really have him to look into finance. The finance, it all ties together. Once you understand numbers and that numbers really control any and everything that you do, the more powerful he'll be. So he should look into finance. And once he understands that, he'll understand why buying real estate, how developments come together, what they're looking at, how to use other people's money, how to build out like performance to show somebody, hey, this is the kind of deal that I have here. And this is why I need you to come in and give me your money for this deal to make this deal work so we can do X, Y, and Z for our community. So it's a little bit more strategic, but definitely look into finance for him too.
I definitely will, because I wanted Lewis to take the class, and I surprised him with that class because I just wanted him to have the knowledge, because I know that we eventually wanted to get into it. So now this year I'm just way more serious about getting into it, because I do want to leave my kids a solid legacy, a solid foundation. And honestly, like you said, that's one of the number one ways to leave them that. Like, one thing, my parents, a lot of people in our family, one thing they taught us was ownership. So each of me and my nieces, we all own the house. Absolutely. That our family was at. Some of us bought our house, but a lot of us, our family left us with real estate. Yeah. And you know, my mom and dad was high school dropouts, but they knew to buy, because like I always tell people, like, I never lived in a rented space, like
until she met me.
That's why I met Lewis. I've never lived in my parents always owned.
Yes.
Like, my daddy didn't even believe in leasing cars. He hated that process. He like, you gonna ride something that ain't yours. And don't get me wrong, now I probably would lease because I want to give it back and give them cars.
Exactly.
She want to switch cars every couple of years.
but he always taught me the power of ownership in your name, and like keeping that and making sure it's clean and making sure you have something to call your own. He like, if you don't have nothing else, you got your house. He like this is your retirement plan. If you don't do nothing else, this is a retirement plan. And I didn't understand it growing up, because I'm like, okay, well, I know we own our house, but then when you see so many other kids who, not to say it like that, and it's not to put nobody down, but you see so many other kids who live in rented houses. So I didn't know the difference when he was explaining to me. But as I got older, I'm like, oh, like, this is yours forever. Like, this is your house. Like, you're able to leave it to me and just like pass it down. So I was telling, me and Nehemiah was talking the other day, and I was telling him, like, the next house, apartment, duplex, whatever we get next, that's gonna be his. And then I'm gonna get Madison one, then I'm gonna do Mackenzie, and then we'll all start picking stuff that we want to get as a team. But making sure they all have their own before they're 18.
Right.
And I think your family probably did something a little bit more fundamentally for y'all, and it was a little bit more intentional, because it's very rare that you get people and you have parents or grandparents that pass it down to their children and they actually know how to hold on to it or know what to do with it or be responsible. That's why you see so many boarded up homes over in our communities, because it was left to a kid. Your grandmas can work they asses off, slaving, doing this just to get this house, and now they done left it to a child that don't understand
or don't want it.
They don't want it. They don't understand why they need to have it, and it becomes something quick money for them, and they don't understand that little money you gonna get real quick. That's gonna be gone so fast, and now you don't have the house and you don't have the money. So
could have fixed it up, made it worth more than what you got it for, and kept your house. Because I always tell him, I tell him I refuse to sell my daddy house. Like, I'm not selling it. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care when we upgrade, when we get our farm, we're still keeping that house. Absolutely. It's either gonna have to turn into a business, or we're gonna have to rent it out to somebody we trust. But the house is staying. I just don't. Me even looking at houses to buy, though, to be honest with you, we have a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2 full kitchens. I don't find houses with all that in there.
You don't.
Right. No. Man, it was that shit was a battle for love. That's another one of them things. As soon as I met Rachel, I'm just like, man, look, we don't have to go buy no mansion. Like, if we're gonna make this work. So she eventually came to my side with this, but that's what we did now. So now it's gonna be right back on Lanie line, because we want to renovate, do the basement, do the the kitchen.
Yeah, me and her
downstairs. She
talked
went
about
up to
this
the
last
EFC.
week. She
They
know.
talk about this stuff all the time.
She know what our route is. She know what we doing first.
I just I just get the tail end of it. Once we get to talking about like how it's gonna get paid for and all that other stuff,
then we'll talk to you.
Like, Lewis, goodbye. Like, okay.
Then we'll talk to you.
No, that's good. But no, that's what Holmes University is about, and it's
How often do you offer classes for Holmes University? Because when was the last one that just ended?
So that one just ended. That was our 2-year anniversary. That ended January 21st. I know.
Happy 2 years.
Yes.
To your baby.
Is that a real life round of applause? That's what you doing?
Yeah, round of applause.
I was about to say,
baby.
Yes, that was good.
We gonna start recording before we record, so y'all can get the behind the scenes. That was in
I don't know what we be really over here doing, but no, it's so this 2 years.
they were sure doing this. What's going little dog?
What is? But yeah, so we've graduated over 70 students now at this point, and it was just a thought, really, like. Even being in my grandfather's office one day, I was just really thinking, because I really was not a good student. Like, I just never really cared about what the teachers were teaching me, or I was always questioning somebody, to the point, at some point when I was at Marquette, they gave me a award for Miss Y, because if I didn't understand some shit, I'd just be staring at you like, that don't even make no sense. Like, why you telling me that? So, when I was working and doing this, one day I just thought of it. I was like, I'm gonna have my own university. And then it was Derek, my husband, when he was like, man, you really, yes, shout out to my husband. He was like, you really could do this, like start your own. And I'm like,
have a lot of knowledge to share.
Yeah, and now I just love it. It's my baby. I don't feel like I'm working. I want to get the information, and I hate social media.
Yeah,
I really hate social media because it is such a facade, and everybody get on there. People really be jacking about what they really be doing. Like, for me, I don't feel like I have to be on social media. If you know me, you know what I do. And because people can just post anything, so many people are misinformed about what is really actually happening, what's really taking place, how you really do this. And for me, you'll never stop my check from coming. So I feel like, let me just give you the information. Now, what you decide to do with it, that's on your own. Like, you leave my class, you have everything at your disposal. If you decide to do nothing, that's left up to you. But at least I've exposed you to it, and now you have the resources and the tools in order for you to decide whenever you get ready, like, I can do this. And
because how long ago did you take the class?
Is it a year?
It's probably been like a little less than.
It's been less than a year.
And we're just now about to use it, so it still comes in handy. The information is still there. How often do you allow your students to reach back out to you and stuff?
All the time. Yeah. So I never leave any of my students. That's just my character, though. Once we're done with class, if they want me to go in the field, I've been in the field with you. I'm gonna go into the field.
Climb through windows with me. You low key.
Yeah, we climbed through windows. This man had me climbing through windows and stuff. He had me thinking I'm back in the 23rd at Capitol again. I'm like, Lewis, now we climbing through the windows.
Help me with the whole little process. That dude ended up backing out. We can talk about that later. Only thing I got out that deal was some cars.
Oh yeah,
but there was some good deals on the car.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
She was gonna help me.
He was definitely shaded, but you were consistent with us on that deal, and that is appreciated because we don't. He got the information, but we don't know all the way how to apply it yet. So we're like, touching the water a little bit, trying to figure out, making sure we ain't gonna sink. And you've been definitely a help, but I know a lot of people give classes and then they like disappear. So that's why I wanted to ask you that. So people who have been thinking about taking your class and just haven't had the opportunity to tap in yet, they know for sure that they still will have you after the class. Because I think that part of having a resource after you take a class is very important.
Well, yeah, and I mean, to be honest, like, the reason why I don't leave is because this is an experience-based industry, and until you actually fully do it, you really don't understand what you're doing. No matter how much information somebody gives you, how much I tell you, it's not going to make sense until you actually do it. So me leaving you and then you just out there, it's like it defeats the purpose. So yeah, I want to stay with you. Let me come in the field. Let me develop your scope of work for you. You don't know what to look for when I'm going into the property, how I'm looking at the foundation or what the roof, all of these different things that play such a major part into you determining if the deal is going to be good or not. But that's why we bring experts. We have Rick Francis, he coming to the field. You know what I'm saying? We have all of these different people that's out there,
that's doing the work,
that's really in this field. They're seasoned at what they're doing, that can tell you yay or nay, because really this is about application and it's not about acquiring. Like, so many people rush to do it, but the thing is, you either love or you hate real estate. And most people that hate it is because they dealt with somebody that didn't teach them the right way. Right. And then they get into it and they don't understand. Yeah, it's a lot of reward, but it's a lot of risk.
It's a lot of work too.
And if you do it the wrong way, you might be out ass backwards, and it's like $1 off. Your whole deal be done.
Yeah, no, and it's I like to always like even the people who you partner with. So like Rick, Marcus, like these people who I got relationships with, we all got relationships with, but it's just like keeping the money in our community.
Absolutely.
Which has always been like a super big thing for me. Like, I like spending money with people who look like us, who think like us, who sound like us, and live where we live. So it's real dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. I think that's super important, but I think just the factor that they actually do the work consistently. It's not like they're just talking from I think they're actually in the field. Rick is actually going to regular buildings, commercial buildings, all type of places to really see. And when you're in the field, you also are learning new stuff all the time, so you can stay up on game.
Absolutely.
So they can share with you. So having them people come into the class and saying, okay, this is their expert area, they know for sure that this is facts. That's different from you just sitting in a class and having them read a book.
Yeah. No, it's very interactive though. It was a very interactive class, and I think that mattered. Like you said, I ain't gonna say I like school or didn't like school. I was probably indifferent, but I think for certain people it's difficult to just learn by just reading and stuff. So us being super interactive made it fun for me. I was coming home telling her ASAP, like,
he was geek, like I passed the test. I'm like,
I won. I think I won.
And you know what? It's always the women that reach out. I get all the women that reach out, like, yeah, I want to put my husband or my guy into your class, and I find that liberating. It's just like women pushing their men to do things that they don't even know. Like, Lou, you good as hell with your hands. Like, people, I don't even know if people know that about you. You at home building, so you really could have a construction company if you really understood the fundamentals. You just have to decide if that's what you want to do and know if that's your lane or not. But also the class is opening you up to so many other things. It's not just about buying properties. It's about trade specifics. You can do this, you can do that. You don't have to just do this. And the people that we're working with, they're also holding your hand too. If you get Marcus on the phone, he's going to answer.
Yeah.
If you get Blair from Sherwin Williams is a partner of ours. She's gonna come out. So it's like,
which is responsible for the paint that's in here too.
We're responsible for the paint in all of our stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, you get people that,
you build connections.
Exactly.
You build connections.
It's good when you're doing it right then and there, but the minute that you're done, you can't find them at all.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's on the live. Please do us a favor and share the live. What's up, Trey? My little cousin Trey just redid the floors in one of our rental properties. He's so amazing on the floors, y'all. So if y'all see him in the comments and y'all looking to get a floor laid, he lays the floors, baby.
Lays the floor, but just general contractor.
He did, huh?
I said, hey, Trey.
Yes. I'm gonna have to connect you because and he did
he
3 bedrooms, hallway, stairs, kitchen in 3 days.
Final plane.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
He's very good. He's very good.
Vinyl, and then we did.
I'm about to have him come redo our bedrooms at our house and our bathrooms.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's good.
And when he say he doing something, he do it. he reminds me professionally of how you lay out stuff on paper, because like when I had him come give me a quote, he literally sent me a note tag with like everything I would need, how much each thing costs, even the link to click on it to go find the thing, the name of everything, the pictures next to it. I said, oh, okay, you professional, I said, we don't have to pay him what he asked for.
Absolutely.
Because he didn't put a whole list together. He didn't show it out on us.
Listen, you know how it's supposed to be.
But you know how some family members be.
Yeah, he could have been like, you my cousin, I ain't sending you nothing. No, for real.
He sent it to us and he like, this is what you need by this day. We starting on this day. When that day came around, he was ready. Like super ready. So shout out to Trey. Shout out to everybody on the live. Make sure y'all share. We definitely gonna try to connect you with her, Trey, because she be having a lot of projects, and you know you can get in where you fit in. It ain't nothing wrong with bumping shoulders with people. No. But I know I got some more questions because he ain't asking none.
No, you listen. We start talking about it, and she said, "Well, me and Lanie could really just kind of work off each other and talk." So I'm like, "Y'all y'all cool." You know what I'm saying? I'm the one sent the questions though. The questions are my questions. She was like, "We just gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing it because that's my girl. That's my soul spiritual sister."
That's my soul spiritual sister.
Why do y'all even listen to him?
Because that's exactly the shit she was saying.
That's exactly the shit she be on. I'm like, yeah, cause you got it.
Rachel crazy.
No, but I put in it so it's always like been super dope to me, like the way that my daughters look up to Rachel, so they've been wanting to do the stuff that she want to do, like the fashion stuff. How they dress and all that stuff. How are the girls taking to? Because you're a girl mom. How do the girls take to the stuff? Like I said, like to me, my wife being a boss and showing my daughters that is huge for me. So how do your daughters react? You and Dion's daughters react to this?
You know what? They love it. My oldest daughter, you know, she done got it out the mud with us. You know, that's my baby. So 19 having her. So she done been through the process with everything. And there was a time with her where it's like, hey, I don't expect you to be who I am, because a lot of times that's what kids perceive, is that we as the parents want them to be us. And it's like, no, I just need you to tell me what it is that you want to do so that I can provide you with all the resources and the tools necessary to make sure that you be successful. Now, do I want you to own real estate? Absolutely. But am I saying that you got to be an investor? You got to be on the construction side? No, that might not be your lane. But now my daughter, she's like, yeah, I like real estate. I think I want to do the real estate. She want to be more so on the design. And then my 6-year-old, she's really a lot like me. She is my most disciplined child. When I tell you, the girl, everything that you want your kid to do, she does. She works out on her own. She wants to garden. She's kind to people, very social. She's an influencer. But I've been trying to figure it out. I hate, oh my goodness. It's the going out in public and it begin stop. Hey, Mrs. Holmes, can you stop? Can you tell me some business information? Or hey, Riley, Dakota, Harper. To the point I'm like, you're very strange. Like, why do you know my kid's name? All of their names like this, where I be kind of taken back a lot. But she is probably the most like me. They don't mind. They were with us, and me and Derek in the properties the other day. They go in with us. My 3-year-old. They're not grossed out by anything. Like
it's natural.
Natural for them to just get out there, you know. And I'm not scared of nothing. So like,
tell your girl I'm gonna help her garden.
Yeah, no, she do. She love gardening.
Yeah, maybe they can help Rachel because Rachel's scared of everything.
What? I'm like not afraid of anything at all. Like at all.
I'm not scared of everything.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
I'm scared of certain spiders.
No.
I hate roaches.
Yeah.
And centipedes.
Well, just roaches is like
as long as
they ain't gonna be up in my house, but I've gone into houses where they coming out the sockets, meet me at the door, mice meet me, so it's like
mice.
Yeah.
See, it's crazy. Like I don't like touching dead mice, but I'm starting not to really be scared of them like that, because when you own a business, you really don't have a choice. Like if you're in a building, anybody who thinks that big buildings don't get mice is crazy. It's sick. They're gonna come in. Like there's so many cracks and everything that they can get into. Sometimes you won't even know they're in there until you know they're in there.
No, somebody looked at me crazy. I was like, listen, you didn't really tell me nothing. I worked for $200 a week. I worked with roaches and I worked with mice at one point in time in my career. Like, I really know what this life is really, really about, and you don't understand, you know what I'm saying, until you've been in those kind of
I'm at the point now where I will hit a mice with a broom and like kill them. I don't have time to play with you all day.
Yeah.
You want to keep coming in and out this hole, you gotta go.
That's why y'all friends.
Like, that's the point I'm at now. I be like, I don't got time. I ain't paying no bills. You ain't paying no bills, you gotta go. You gotta go.
As long as they ain't up in our houses.
And if you brought them with you, you could go too. Baby, because I remember when I was little and people used to come over my grandma's house, and I didn't understand it when I was little, but mommy like, yeah, they didn't move in and they didn't brought roaches. Like, how you bring a roach with you?
Because you can.
And then as I got older, I said, people be bringing roaches with them places.
People bring roaches.
You go to school, people got roaches coming out their book bags. Like, baby,
no. That's why you can't have everybody over at your house either. Like, that's a real thing. Do not stop letting everybody come to your house.
For real.
Yeah.
Besides the energy, people bring stuff.
No, people bring stuff.
My dad traumatized me from bringing, because he used to always have company. So now that I'm older, like, I like company from time to time, but I don't like consistently having a house full of people.
Yeah, after the kitchen got down was the most she ever wanted.
Yeah, because it's draining too.
Yeah.
Like, after y'all leave, I gotta wash all these dishes. Like, after entertaining,
they ain't gonna bring nothing, ain't gonna help with
you gotta remind everybody it's BYOB. Like, why do I even gotta remind you that? And then you trying to sneak your bottle home. Sit down.
I want you to do it.
Sit down. But I love that, because I feel like a lot of time, like, you know, one of my daughters just took her first makeup class because that's something she said she wanted to get into. Mackenzie is getting ready to take a nail class. And it is super important to me for, like you said, for them to find their own lane.
Yeah.
I'm not pushing you to be an entrepreneur. If you want to be a doctor, lawyer, whatever you want to be, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
As long as you let me know so I can try to find resources for you. If I can't help you, I want to be able to connect you with somebody to help you. And I'm willing to pay for you to learn as long as you're willing to do it. And that's what I was telling Nemo, because he wants to take your class, but every time your class come up, you know, he in school and all that other stuff. And then he plays sports. But I'm like, if you really want to do this, you want to get into real estate, you're going to have to sacrifice something. Yeah. And this is where the sacrifice comes in there. Like, you're going to have to decide, hey, is basketball going to be more important than this right now? Or you really got to decide. I know you still want to be a kid, but you also you got to start investing in your knowledge now. I'm gonna invest the money part, but you got to invest the rest. Like, your time, your mental, you got to invest that part. I can't help you with that part. Only thing I can do is pay for it.
Right.
But
I know my best friend, actually, my last class, she flew her son here from Houston, and he actually just left. She brought him to the class, he stayed, and then he came back another 3 weeks and just worked with us, just getting in the field with any and everybody he could after the class. And he said the class changed his life. He went into the field with Rick, worked with Rick for a whole entire day or a few hours, worked with Rick. But it's like, you got to start now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's important to start now and really getting them to understand why they're doing this, because you can introduce them to so much, but if they don't understand why they're doing it, they're not going to care anyway.
Facts. Right. And so that's super important. So make sure y'all invest in y'all kids.
Yeah.
Figure out what they want to do. Let's not push our lives on them, but involve them in your life good enough where they start to process, like, hey, okay, my mom does this, I don't want to do that, but I can see myself doing this. Make sure they can start seeing themselves in a certain lane. And I feel like it's never too young to start, because although you feel like when you were young you were born into it, it still probably helped you develop a discipline and a state of mind that other people didn't have.
No, seriously, it did.
Yep.
I was not from a very usual family, reading dictionaries and all kinds of stuff. And my grandmother was in the military and a political science professor. So we just reading books all day, and my daddy would be making us run and, just very unorthodox kind of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? But now today I feel like I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. I know why they were doing these things.
But some of that stuff help you be more disciplined as an adult too.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like a lot of times we lack discipline because we didn't have it.
No,
we didn't have it growing up. So
absolutely.
It's harder to get used to it when you're older because you're like, I never had to do this. But if you've been disciplined since you were younger, it makes it easier to go back into. Now, in your business, you typically don't see, like, you're starting to see more now, more women. Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel seeing more women get into that field?
I love it. I encourage it. For so long, I've been like the only Black woman in rooms having to do things that men are typically have to do, or being in situations where it's like, oh, I thought this person was coming and it's you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, why we got to make this about gender? You know what I'm saying? If this is what I love to do, let me do this. And when I tell you, women are forced to be reckoned with in almost any industry. We just have something natural that's in us that once we understand and we really find our lane, no matter what that looks like, we just gonna get shit done. And I love it. Like, I be like, come on, girl. Like, I want you to know, like, yeah, we got our tool belts too. We can do this too. Like, and it's crazy because being on the construction side, and when people bring me, it's always people take us like, what's she gonna tell us? You know what I'm saying? But I can run circles around almost any man that I'm put up against, and they like, how the hell do she know this? And I'm like, why don't you know this? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't backing down for nobody. So it's always like a little it's a little awkward when I go certain places. I'm dealing with men because one, I'm 5 feet. Still. 2, I'm Black, and 3, it's a woman doing this, and it's like, why is she doing this? So I encourage women, get in this industry. It's a powerful industry, and there's so many different lanes that we can be in this industry. I love it.
Like Teezy said, like she'll go places, and it's like Teezy talks, so they'll get to talking to one of what we call like the talk. So they talking to Nunu, or they talking to Mook, or they talking to Hags, and she like, why are you talking to them?
Like, I'm the boss. I'm in charge.
I'm the one in charge. Talk to me.
Yeah, and it's always like that. Like, yeah, I'm the one in charge, and I don't have to be seen, but when it's time to show up, I'm coming, and I'm gonna get my shit done.
Yeah. Like, 2 people I know in real estate that I love so much is you and Asia.
Yes,
Asia Beckham. Y'all don't mind getting y'all hands dirty. No. Asia gonna get down. She gonna get on. She gonna put it. I believe Asia can build a couple of walls. Asia can do a lot. But y'all 2 are the 2 females that I know in the business that have a good portfolio and have been consistent in the business. But y'all don't mind stumping with the big dogs. Y'all like, yeah, nigga, you can sit down. I can do this.
But you know what? Me and Asia, we come from similar backgrounds. And we both Taurus. Our birthdays a day or 2 apart. Like, we act a lot alike in a lot of different ways. So I think with our personalities, we have very dominant personalities, but we turn it on and we turn it off when it's necessary.
But y'all get stuff done, and I definitely admire that. So shout out to y'all.
Yes, shout out to Asia.
What else we got? You got an event coming up.
Straight up.
And I'm super excited about the event because it's literally right around the corner. It's March 17th, right? March 17th. That's a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
It's an all black tie event. So you got to get dressed up and look good. And we know we don't have a lot of places to look good in Milwaukee. So listen, I'm going to let her tell y'all about the event. But if you didn't plan on going, you might want to go. VIP sold out, but it might be some, you know what I'm saying, other tickets available for y'all. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Just get in the room.
She threatened me. Like,
you want to get in the room, and you never know who you can bump shoulders with. Like, one thing I learned about Lanie is that she deals with a diverse group of people from all different backgrounds. So don't assume that you might not need somebody in the room.
No, that's a fact.
So I'm going to let you promo it. Tell them about it.
Y'all, a night of influence is happening March 17th at the Ivy House, 4 to 8 p.m. It's going to be grand. It's that put your shit on kind of vibe, all black affair. I love black. It's my color, but the real idea behind this was that I really wanted to show my appreciation to the people that have helped build a community around Holmes University, and that has really been with me like from day one, getting it straight out the mud. Like, I support your vision, and it was important for me to honor those people, but also honor our students that's actually out here. They done took the information, they doing something with it, either have bought a house, figured out their lane. We have some that's now on the construction side, development side of the business. So I wanted to honor those too. But then it became a thing for me where it was like, you know what? Milwaukee is so for just popularity. Like, it's so many people in Milwaukee that's really in the background, in the shadows of other people that's really doing the work, where it's really about impact, who's really doing what for real. So, you know, we get a lot of people where we see a lot of people out here and it's like, oh, okay, it's the same people, it's the same people. People can post whatever they want to post, but you don't, the people that's really doing stuff, they don't care to be seen. They don't care to be seen at all. And that's just how they move, because they're moving with intention and they're really caring about how they impact somebody else. Is not really about them. So that's what we're doing. And I plan to do this every year going forward. This is not just about real estate. I'm going to be honoring other entrepreneurs, people. I got a long list of people that I watch in the city. You know, I'm a very silent person, but it's a lot of people that I truly admire, that I really see out here grinding and actually giving back to the community. So come out March 17th, Ivy House.
Get your fit.
It's good.
All black.
We only got like 30 tickets or something left, so it's not
only 30 tickets left.
Yeah, it's only like 30 tickets left. I actually opened VIP and VIP Premier back up because they sold out, but I'm closing it back out tonight after I get back home, because I wasn't supposed to open it back up at all. But it's only like 30 tickets
gotta get our
left.
seats. Yeah, you know, because we gotta be in the building. You definitely want to come out. Like she said, this is a put that shit on.
Yeah, and it ain't even just about real estate. You got financial advisors. I have people flying in from Texas that own trucking companies. You just never know who you're going to meet. And like Rachel said, you know, I got a very diverse friend group. You know, I ain't just on real estate. I have people in the healthcare industry, transportation industry, investments. So it's going to be a diverse crowd from young to older, but also in color as well. So
yeah,
it's going to be good.
I'm excited about it. I definitely think we have to open our minds to being willing to bump shoulders with all different type of people. A lot of times we complain about the popularity scene in Milwaukee, but we also got to put ourselves out there. We also got to walk in rooms that we don't usually want to walk into. We also got to invest money into stuff that we are, you know, you never know the outcome, but it's good to invest. Like, you probably sitting there like, man, I want to go, but should I purchase this ticket? Yeah, you should probably purchase this ticket, because you don't know who you might bump into. Especially if you've been thinking about being in any of these lanes, or just knowing that you already have a business, but you need more people to know about the business. Perfect time to come network. Networking costs money sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. So make sure y'all grab y'all tickets. She said it's only about 30 tickets left. 2 of them is me and Louis. So
28.
Y'all ain't really got that many.
And I got like 10 people that sent me money, because you know, people, they different. Listen, can I just send you
people hate websites.
Like,
I don't know why.
Yeah, so I actually got to go physically still put some people in, so it probably isn't a full 30, but
y'all just go get y'all tickets. I know I see some people in my comments that's into like property management.
Raymita Hill, she is the best property manager. She is actually the keynote speaker. She is probably
step into the room.
Yes.
You never know who you might meet, who you might bump into. It's definitely worth the opportunity of just seeing what you can get out of it. If you've been thinking about signing up for her class, sign up for her class. You feel like it was worth it?
No, it was worth it for sure. I mean, like I said, we get ready to start applying the knowledge that we learned from there, but I know she was just a phone call away anyway.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Nemo definitely will be in her class, and then I'll let y'all know how he does in the class. But I'm super excited, so thankful you were able to stop in.
Yes.
You got any more questions
No,
for
I
her?
think it's dope. You know, it's Women's Heritage Month. So what's
It
better,
is.
What's better than having
It's Women
the first
History
guest of
Month,
the
you
month?
guys.
Yes.
Hey, so y'all need to show us some love this month because we be what she said, we be getting shit done.
We really do.
So shout out to all the ladies on my timeline, all the ladies that's tuning in. We be getting shit done even on our worst days.
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna try to post a different woman like every day. I'm gonna start. I told John and them I was gonna do this. I'm gonna start with you. I'll post y'all too. Then I'm gonna probably do like Medea, and some other shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure we keep it diverse.
I didn't know
here,
if he was talking about Medea. Like
He gotta be
like,
he's trying to be funny.
We're gonna make sure we gotta shout these women out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't even know y'all listen to him.
He is crazy.
But listen, we appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yes.
Remember, we do have the YouTube channel. So if you wasn't able to hear all the gems that Lanie dropped today, please tune in to the YouTube. I will post the link within the next 2 days because we got to give it time to get on there. But go back and watch the old shows if you haven't watched them. Make sure y'all remember to email us any questions, inbox us any questions, any topics that y'all need more clarification on, because we'll have more experts coming on the show. We're trying to get as many experts from different fields to come on the show to drop them gems for y'all, because I know
business owners, anybody, like, y'all let us know who y'all want to see on here, what y'all want to hear, and what topics y'all want to talk about, so we can bring people on.
But of course tonight, you know, we always shout out a Black business. It's definitely going to have to go to Holmes University because we have her in the building. Yes. So make sure y'all check out her classes, what she has to offer. I know for sure in the classes, it don't just teach like flips. It's not just ownership. It's so much more. Y'all actually have days where y'all go in the field. Y'all actually have hands-on experience, and that's quality. So make sure y'all invest, and she always has a good price, so it's not over the top and it's worth the investment. So make sure y'all look into it. Make sure y'all invest.
Even that network that you build with the people who are in your class, I still see people out who was in that class with me. We still got a lot of love. I still holler at Marcus when we get a chance. I already knew Rick, but like that, you gotta keep these people in your back pocket and keep them in your network.
And shout out to all the honorees that's gonna be getting honored at her up and coming event. Shout out to y'all. Yes. We can't wait to watch y'all, you know, get y'all little plaques and stuff.
Yes,
you know,
it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be some long speeches.
You know, Kiki Shepherd.
Listen, it's gonna be good.
No, but shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all have an amazing week. Money Making Mondays. I hope y'all got to what y'all needed to get to. Don't make no excuses. We love y'all for free.
And thank you for having me.
For sure.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, I'm excited. It was good.